Good afternoon to all those in Tarot land. My name is MARTU, LAMAR Moore, owner of my own radio station, internet radio station, and been doing radio for 6 years. Became a tarot reader last May, and the anniversary of me being a tarot reader is this month. So, don't consider myself a novice anymore as far as tarot reading, but I'm learning as I constantly grow in it, and letting spirit move accordingly, understanding that there's divine masculine, divine feminine, and understanding that we're nothing but energy. You know what I mean? I think that's important, that we understand that we're nothing but energy, and that we're one with the cosmos, whether we're knowledgeable of that or not. We are part of the cosmos. We are nothing but stardust. Okay. We're getting ready to talk about the divine masculine's journey. And if you are a divine feminine, I do believe that you need to hear what's going on in their journey, so that you can understand also what you're going through, and how you should be able to respond with spirit's help, and how to move accordingly, when it comes to the divine masculine. Right now, with the fact that this is prime time for manifestation. This is the season of manifestation within the Scorpion energy, while we're in also the energy of the Taurus. And understanding that with Taurus energy is that Taurus is a very grounded individuals. With the Scorpion energy, and I have to be honest, when it comes to Scorpio energy, there's a lot of sexual energy, starting with the root chakra, that is releasing, you know what I'm saying, whether it's good or bad. I think that there's got to be a balance within the sexual energy. And so, if you need to clean out your root chakra. When it comes to the root chakra, being able to disconnect from different, being able to not disconnect, but retrieve your pieces of your soul when it comes to sexual energy, because we exchange energy sexually without even knowing it, and then wondering why we're so discombobulated in our energy and not able to respond the way we want to respond, because of the strong sexual tensions of the past and things like that. And so with me saying that, I have crystals here for healing, but I also have black tourmaline for the negative energy, to dissipate, because it's, I do believe divine masculine is finally opening up to the realization that within this separation, one of the biggest reasons for this separation is because of sexual energy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times this sexual energy is because of things done in the past, certain things that happened to divine masculine, even the divine feminine in the past when it comes to sexual energy, not being able to express, not being able to control their sexual appetite, you know what I'm saying? And not uh not being able to hold that chi energy, that sexual chi energy, you know what I mean? And so what's going on right now is that there's a balance going on. There's a balance because I'm gonna also be honest with you. We do need that sexual energy for creative endeavors. Once you hold your sexual energy and you let that energy build up and let that energy flow up in the Kundalini, what's happening is the balancing and the clearing of energy is going on. And a lot of times with that clearing can ignite a new passion. You know what I'm saying? For projects, this, that, and the other. But not only that, holding your sexual chi is also being able to stand in your power. Okay? And that's important. And I think right now that's the thing that is happening with the divine feminine, not divine feminine, divine masculine, is they're probably just now learning how to stand in their power, take their power back. Because, you know, when you say take your power back, what really is it? You know, what are you giving away that you got to take back? And it's actually the intimate the true intimate connection of intimacy, of real love, not this passive love where you just, you know, passive love, or what they would say back in Woodstock days, free love. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's important. You know, you got to be careful who you give your sexual chi to. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's one thing that divine masculine is understanding is who's worthy of this sexual energy. You know what I'm saying? Who's really worthy of tending to my sexual needs, or who should I give power to? That is equal in giving me power back. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're going to do, is tap into the divine masculine's energy and see what they are learning in holding their chi, or learning how to control that sexual energy. And we have cellulite and a cellulite healing, organite for healing, but we have black tourmaline to absorb all the negative vibes that we might get. But before we start that, we're going to clear the energy. You know, as you start dealing with energy, you will also start learning how to clear energy most of all. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to protect yourself constantly. So let's tap in and see what divine masculine is dealing with. Let's tap into their heart space and let's see what's going on in their journey. If you have not watched the divine feminine reading, Divine Feminine. You should check that out as well. And for today, and see how both readings correlate with each other. Okay. All right. We're gonna pick 5 cards, and we're gonna do the overall. Okay. Discontent and boredom. It seems like Divine Masculine is really bored at this time, discontent with some of the choices and issues that they're dealing with. They're bored. They're staying to themselves. They're learning how to control themselves. They're tapping into the intuition, and yeah, they're tapping into the intuition and being really led by spirit. You know what I mean? There's something I have never noticed on this card, and it is a rainbow down below by their feet. So they're being guided. You know what I'm saying? They're being guided by spirit. They're probably asking spirit certain questions like, what should I do? How should I do it? And spirit is actually answering them on how to maneuver, how to make a move, because they're tired of being in that dark spot. They want to be in the light. They want to be in the spotlight. They want to be loved. They want to be cared for. But this is like the first stage for them of learning how to love themselves. They're separating from family members, friends. You know what I'm saying? It seems like they're in isolation, waiting on someone to come, probably sweep them off their feet. You know what I mean? Emotional loss, you know, going in within their heart space, constantly thinking about the divine feminine, holding on to something dear. You know what I'm saying? Energetically, probably letting divine feminine know that, hey, I'm still here. I still have you in my heart, but the emotions of this is waking me up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm seeing things for what they are now versus, looking through it through my ego and, my pride. I'm wakening up. Spirit is waking me up into a place of seeing things for what they are. You know what I'm saying? And spirit is really giving them the knowledge of how to overcome. 4 and 5 equals 9. And when I hear the number 9, I hear the 9 of cups, and they are actually wanting their 9 of cups energy. That's 9 of cups energy is wish fulfillment. They desire that, but they're overcoming obstacles. They're being led out of the darkness, or they're being led to embrace their darkness so that they can actually find the light at the end of the tunnel. And I think that's important because it's, in a sense, it's kind of like they are saving themselves. You know what I'm saying? They are saving themselves, and they have to be able to see things for themselves, how they actually are. Obstacles and challenges. Spirit is all over them, guiding them, leading them. You know what I'm saying? Learning how to ground themselves, seeing the different obstacles that they had to go through, which are, they are challenging. Don't get that twisted. Going through certain obstacles and challenges can be hard for them because they have to deal with a little bit more than what the divine feminine has to, because they have a lot bottled up inside of them. But at the same time, spirit is actually guiding the force of divine masculine walking through the darkness into their own light. And you got to be able to let divine masculine do their part. You know, maybe right now you're in a place of separation and they're grieving. You know what I'm saying? You know, they already witnessed loss. They're constantly feeling this loss with the divine family. Period. You know what I'm saying? They've been feeling this loss. Okay? And that's important. You know what I'm saying? They're already bored. You know, they're already bored. Accelerated motion, wishing upon a star. So they're being guided by spirit of what to do and how to do it, why to do it, and being encouraged and instructed in what they got to do. You look at the picture, you see the mountains. Spirit might be helping them to build a firm foundation. You know what I'm saying? But they're being guided by spirit into the right direction. Okay. Transformation. Ain't that something? Transformation. Transforming from the dark into the light. Okay. Being able to see much clearer. Being able to open up their heart chakra. Because in this transformation card, she's wearing green. You know what I'm saying? Being able to open up their heart space through transformation. You know what I'm saying? And being able to see things clear through the transformation that they have going on. And you also have to understand that your transformation as a divine feminine and their transformation as a divine masculine is totally different. No one's journey is the same. Everybody has to walk their own journey. Okay. Passion ignites. What a wonderful card. They're passionate. They're wanting what they have always wanted. You, divine feminine. They're letting the spark of finding themselves again happen. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been discontent and bored. They have already went through the emotional loss now, and even though they're going through obstacles and challenges, spirit is accelerating their transformation, and boom. And maybe spirit is also helping them clear out their heart space so they can heal. Healing is very important. Healing is very important. Bottom of the deck, base chakra. I was just talking about this at the beginning. Base chakra, the sexual energy. Being able to hold the chi. Being able to, hold the chi for a purpose, for manifestation, to be guided. You know what I mean? That's interesting. That is very interesting. I talked about that at the beginning. Wondering what cards I need to use. All right, we ain't used tarot in a minute. Now that's what their energy is about right now, is learning how to control their sexual chi, being able to see the light at the end of the tunnel, going through the darkness into the light, being guided by spirit, and their passion for whether it's the passion for you or the passion of seeing a different perspective and having a different perception of life. Okay. because you got to understand, divine masculine has been going through different traumas, you know, overcoming trauma bonding and overcoming rejection, overcoming being let down. You know what I'm saying? That's not easy, especially for the divine masculine, when the divine masculine always has thought that, you know what I'm saying, they can always have their way. And when they find out that they can't, it's like, whoa, why did this stop? You know what I'm saying? Two of Swords, being able to see the truth, being guarded with their truth. Okay. Being able to deeply look into their intuition. Okay. And, you know, the swords pointing down kind of looks at it as like they're holding back truth. They see the truth, they know the truth, but they're holding back truth. They're holding back truth for a reason. They don't want to be rejected. They don't want to be hurt. So they're guarded. The Wheel of Fortune. Being guided to their Wheel of Fortune, dealing with their karma. And this karma, it feels like it's heavy because of the many things that they have probably let down from the divine feminine. And you know, they left behind the divine feminine to feed their own ego, realizing the divine feminine is not playing no more. And so now they're realizing that they're getting karma for how they treated the divine feminine, but not only getting karma for treating the divine feminine bad, but also the many other different relationships that they have already been in. Okay. And it's ironic how I changed the color of the font of empathic 1111 movement on the screen. Spirit told me do red, and it's funny that the base chakra came out and we was talking about sexual energy. Wow, that's interesting. That's interesting. King of Swords, holding, he's holding the truth. You know what I'm saying? King of Swords represents really the divine feminine, being able to stand in the truth, guarded. Divine masculine knows the divine feminine is guarded. It has the truth, stern. You know what I'm saying? But also King of Swords in with the divine masculine could be holding the truth away from other people in their circle, knowing what they really want to do, knowing where they really need to be. Okay. And that's their intuition. They allowing their intuition to be open up. You know what I'm saying? To be guided. And that's funny because that falls right on top of the obstacles and challenges. You know what I'm saying? Eight of Cups, being able to walk away from their darkness. You know, being able to look at the stars, because you know, this gentleman is looking at the moon, being guided by the moon phases. And that's funny, there's accelerated motion. It falls right underneath accelerated motion, because you walk it away from the situations that made a divine feminine walk away from them. And they're probably finally seeing why divine feminine walked away. You know what I'm saying? Two of Cups energy. Now this could be where Divine masculine is like mirroring divine feminine and saying, hey, I'm sorry. I know you're mad at me, but I'm transforming into something beautiful, and I really need you to be there at the end of the journey, because I constantly think about you. The spirit constantly always brings me back to you. My heart comes back to you. There's no one that actually can compare to you, divine feminine. We have the Eight of Swords, blindfolding themselves in certain truths. This is what I'm getting. Being bound to something. Being bound. And let me look at this card for a minute here. And it's not like divine masculine is truly bound, because these ropes on her hands on this picture, they're not tied tight. Her intuition is telling her while she's blindfolded that she needs to unbind herself from whatever it is that she feels bound to, so that the passion that he or she has can fluently flow. You know what I'm saying? Bottom of the deck. Yep. Because this resonates with the eight of cups. Cups deals with emotions, wands deals with communication and hard work. We have 10 of wands, heavy burden, dealing with a lot of burdens. You know what I'm saying? That resonates with obstacles and challenges, dealing with a lot of burdens, issues. You know what I'm saying? Wanting to put down all this hard work, and just let things go. Moonology. We're going to see what the Moonology Oracle has to say, because the more and more we go into this energy, it seems like it's picking up an energy of really letting go, standing our ground, walking away, moving in the direction, you know what I'm saying? Not only that, let me say this, is, I spoke about karma, the wheel of fortune, the karma that divine masculine has, I want to say, obtained because of all the things that they have done wrong. What's happening is that this karma, once they deal with one aspect of their life into another, they're also being rewarded, because they're being rewarded each time that they're dealing with something or walking away from something. Okay. Sometimes, and I'm getting this energy from the Eight of Swords, that they know that the chains are not tight. You know what I'm saying? And so they're being divinely guided into something that is going to transform their life for the better. And they're learning, especially if they have a sexual addiction, that the base chakra needs to be cleansed. Okay? They know that. They're beginning to know that. Okay? They understand that not being able to control their sexual appetite is destroying a connection that is actually a divine connection. Okay? and that's where most of their karma comes from, is their sexual appetite. Okay. If this reading resonates with you, give it a like, comment, and share. Don't forget, if you do like the way my readings come across, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe, share it with somebody else. Very interesting here. Very interesting. It says a time for healing. So Divine Masculine is going through a healing process right now. You know what I'm saying? Going through a healing process. Going through the healing process in their base chakra. Going through a healing process probably within their heart. You know what I'm saying? Because that also resonates with passion ignites. Okay? Opening up their heart. A new start is coming, new moon. So they've been praying for a new start with the Divine Feminine. Or maybe not just with the Divine Feminine, maybe it's a new start in their life. You know what I'm saying? Being able to transform. Being able to deal with their karma. Okay? You and your loved ones are safe. So Divine Masculine, you and your loved ones are safe. The ones you care about. While you're going on this path, a personal issue reaches resolution. Bingo. Accelerated movement. Being able to walk away from things that, you're beginning to resolve certain situations within your personal issues, Divine Masculine. You know what I'm saying? That's important. You know, things coming to a head, things you're walking away from, period. Nothing will come of this situation. Now, this came out in the Divine Feminine's reading, and this situation, when it comes to the Divine Masculine, is more of whatever situation they're in, they already know the answer. They know the answer is then nothing's going to come of this. Nothing's going to change unless I decide to change it. And it's funny, that's falling right under the transformation and Two of Cups energy of the spread, because you're dealing with a transformation. When you're transforming, you start seeing things that no longer serve you, and you're like, okay, nothing's going to come of this situation, so I'm gonna just walk away from this situation and just deal with myself. Okay. Your commitment is being tested. The commitment is being tested between the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. You're going to have to go through many obstacles together. Whether you're in separation or not, you're going to have to deal with the situations head on as a higher commitment. You know what I'm saying? Being able to commit to making things right. You know what I'm saying? That's not easy for the Divine Masculine, because they have always been in a place of fear. You know what I'm saying? Letting go too early for fear of something going wrong. Okay. And then last but not least, don't let your past hold you up. Bingo. Don't let your past hold you back. Divine masculine. You know what I'm saying? Past hurts, past pains. Don't let them move you, hold you back from what's really your destiny, I should say. Okay. Let's do the Angel Tarot Oracle deck, you know, because I want Divine Masculine to be able to understand that they are on the right road of recovery and understanding that these are lessons that we all got to learn and maneuver through, because, you know, we always think, okay, we just bad people because we always fucking up. No, you're not a bad person, Divine Masculine. You're not. You're not a bad person. You are learning how to overcome right now. Yes, you may feel like you lost the biggest thing of your life, which is your divine feminine, but deep down, you haven't really lost the divine feminine. It's just the divine feminine is not going to put up with anything that's not going to line up or have any type of spiritual growth. Does that make sense? And divine feminine is really praying that you wake up fully versus, you know what I'm saying, just wanting you back or just, you know, staying separated from you. You know, divine feminine feels your energy. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? Solutions. Archangel Zakiel. Success that comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. Success comes from objective compromise. I kind of sense that when Divine Masculine presents him or herself to the Divine Feminine, there's going to have to be a compromise. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might not get back together, but at least, you know, y'all might have a meeting and be able to sit down and talk and be able to, you know, laugh, giggle, but actually be able to help each other understand why y'all were in separation, and, you know, being able to apologize and maybe cry. You know what I'm saying? Self-control and patience is needed. Self-control is dealing with the base chakra, the root chakra. Being able to have self-control, knowing that the divine masculine might want to jump your bones real quick. You know what I'm saying? But having the patience and knowing that divine masculine and divine feminine, knowing that you're for each other. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, there are going to be times where it may feel like divine masculine ain't coming back, but energetically they're there, and they're also there protecting the divine feminine as well from a lot of the bullshit that they put divine feminine through. And they're protecting the divine feminine from all that other negative gunk. You know what I'm saying? So finding a solution through the healing. You know what I'm saying? Two of Michael. It will all be better if you just make a decision. Over analyzing a problem, find a compromise. Compromise came out twice. You know what I'm saying? Divine masculine is doing their best to make a decision. You know what I'm saying? A decision to go in the right direction. Finding a compromise versus always wanting to argue and fuss and fight. You know what I'm saying? And saying who's right and who's wrong. You know what I'm saying? To a Gabriel, make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. Being able to share a vision between the divine masculine and the divine feminine is very important. What you see now versus what you see in the future. You know what I'm saying? Being able to bring a compromise to a situation. Okay? Five of Michael. Ooh. This situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't serve you. That comes with the Moonology card. Nothing will come of this situation. Or a personal issue reaches resolution. You know what I'm saying? Being able to release yourself from the attachment of negative energy, negative influences. You know what I'm saying? Considering a more uplifting approach also deals with your commitment is being tested. Okay? Last but not least, Nine of Ariel. Your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. A love for the beautiful things in life. That plays a part of transformation. Letting go. Seeing things for what they are. You know, your dreams are coming are being fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. Divine masculine is working hard for a great success story. You know what I'm saying? You know, a love for the beautiful things in life. Looking at the better picture. One more. Oh, that energy is tough right now. The energy, there is a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. Review all the details. So divine masculine is probably, you know, looking for help. The spirit team, archangels are moving them in the right direction. Doesn't want them to go down a dark path. Want them to go down the lighted path and be like, hey, go this way. Don't go down that dark path because that's not where you should be. Go down the lighted path. Review all the details of what is really going on. And boom, we talked about balance earlier. And it says, to an area, it's important to have balance, working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun. Having a balance, and not only just having a balance, but being able to be guided to have fun while working. Because maybe divine masculine is having a job or, building something that's not happy. Doesn't have balance. It's constantly pulling them this way, that way. You know what I mean? So you gotta continue to look at things from a perspective and have balance within their growth. Okay. Well, with that being said, y'all, hope that this reading has given you some insight on what's going on with the divine masculine, and how they should be approaching the divine feminine. They're really working on themselves internally and outwardly. You know what I'm saying? I think the biggest thing for divine masculine is their image, being able to be seen as who they are, not what they have done. Okay? Well, y'all, if you like what you received and it resonated with you, give it a like, comment, or share. And I'll be back with another channel message later on. Okay? Love and light.